What is going on, everybody? Today we're looking at the LEGO Harry Potter Triwizard Tournament, The Arrival, set 76440 with 1,229 pieces that retails for $140. So this is a pretty cool set, getting more of our Triwizard Tournament, this time getting the arrival of the Durmstrang ship and the Beauxbaton carriage, and this set just looks pretty cool. We get a nice big pyre ship, of course big, especially with the mast being how tall it is pretty big, and just looks pretty nice with its smaller design overall. And then the Beauxbaton carriage, which we got a few years ago, just this is a more scaled down version with only one horse pulling it, but we get a lot of cool figures, no like Harry, Ron, or Hermione in this set, so that's pretty cool, getting pretty much, at least for me, all new characters. So we have our 5 characters down here below, and overall it just looks pretty cool, especially with this Hogwarts there in the background. Nice picture overall for the arrival on the Black Lake. And if we flip the box around, we can see more like interiors and stuff. Of course, we get some extra pieces like the Goblet of Fire. We have the ship down at the bottom with the carriage. Again, seeing more interior sort of stuff for each of those, so all of that looks pretty cool. And up here in the corner we do have measurements, so it says the pirate ship is 15.5 inches in length and 17.5 inches in height, so again with those masts making it pretty tall. So overall a pretty cool set that I was excited to get when it was announced, and it's overall pretty cool, I must say. So let's go ahead and look at the set, starting with the minifigs. So here we have our 5 minifigs. So we'll start with our students and of course participants of the Triwizard Tournament, starting off with Viktor Krum from Durmstrang. Overall looks pretty good, like his design, especially his face design there. Of course has a nice smile on it, but even has a little bit of stubble there on his upper lip and the little goatee design on his chin. Of course the shorter haircut design, and he should have an angry face printing on the back, which is how we see him most of the time. Then he's got a nice outfit design, so he has this mostly a lot of gray designs, but has some fur, so like a gray jacket with some brown fur on the inside there, and I love how it comes up with that additional piece there around his neck with the fur, so that's pretty nice. And then a green outfit underneath, so like this olive green design with the shirt and upper pants that match to the gray boots there, and the little designs on that. A little bit of printing carries around there, and then he's got like the orangish brown one. And then we get Fleur Delacour from Beauxbatons, and overall looks pretty nice for her as well. She has the face, which always with the lip design there, the like lipstick, it always looks like she's got duck lips or something, but a little smirk. She has the Beauxbaton hat on in the light powder blue design with her blonde hair there and the ponytail in the back, and she has a scared face printing on the back, so that's nice. Then we get her outfit again in that powder blue design, has a little bit of like extra material, hanging down from top, a little bit of like corset design in the midsection there, going down to the pants in the same color, but then has the shoes on that come up her legs in the dark blue color, and then she has a tan one. Then getting more to our headmaster, so we have Igor Karkaroff, the headmaster of Durmstrang. Looks pretty nice for him with his longer brown hair. Of course, his face showing wrinkles and stuff with age, and then he has a little like mustache goatee connection there around his mouth, so that's nice, with an angry or laughing face it looks like there on the bag. Then we get his outfit, mostly all the white design there, but I love how it's got like the little shirt piece sort of flapped over there with some gray outfit underneath, and then a nice belt around the waist with a buckle, white pants going down to the black boots that come up to his knees, and then he has a tan wand, and then also the sticks, probably one of the sticks that we see on their entrance in the movie, that when they tap on the ground shoots a little like spark sound stuff, so he looks nice. Then we get our headmistress of Beauxbaton, so Madame Maxime, or Limpy Maxine, looks pretty nice for her. I love how they gave her the tall legs. They look awkward, obviously, just because of how tall they are, but it's nice they gave her, since she is a giant. She has the taller legs, so it makes sense there. Then overall looks pretty nice. She has her shorter bobbed haircut, of course, again, older in age, looking on her face with the wrinkles, red lipstick that stands out a lot, and then just a stoic face on the backside. Then we have our outfit, this mostly all dark red maroon color, but nice colors with like white and pink on the inside there, with some fur around her neck as well. It'd be nice if she had that same neck piece Viktor had, and then some of the design coming down her legs, so probably like for her more like dress design and stuff, but they gave her the individual legs as well. And it's nice that they have the movement in it, so you get a little more position ability in that, but it's nice that they gave her the tall legs to make her taller than everyone else. And then she has that brownish orange color wand there as well. And finally ending off with Barty Crouch Sr., which is the head of the Department of International Magical Cooperation, so he's the one sort of putting on the Triwizard Tournament, and overall looks nice for him. He's got his black bowler hat on, and if we take that off we can see his face there, again aged with wrinkles there on his face, little mustache there, looks pretty nice. No printing on the back, probably because of his hat design, and no hair anywhere else printed on him. Then we get his suit, so mostly black suit, pinstripe suit there with a nice gray design, blue tie with the white shirt underneath, black pants that sort of match with the thing. Be nice if they had the pinstripes on them as well, and then he just has a brown one. So overall all 5 of these characters look really nice. Again, nice to not have a set that comes with Harry, Ron, Hermione, or or any other characters we get repeated over and over again. Nice to have all individual characters that I'm glad to add to my collection. As we move on to the rest of the set, though, I do want to show these additional pieces off that came with it. So we get the Goblet of Fire. Of course, the Goblet of Fire, what the book is named after, is what buys the names of who's going to be in the Triwizard tournament. So we get this design. It's not all that special, pretty small design, but it's nice. It's got the most all brown, but the gray at the bottom with the blue flame coming out. And of course, the names come out telling who's going to be in the tournament. But overall, pretty simple design, but it works and, carries off the look of the Goblet of Fire. And then we also get the Triwizard Tournament Cup. So it looks pretty nice for this as well. Love the snakes coming off, the blue like cup design in the center with the pieces and blue on the bottom as well. So overall looks pretty nice. But as we figure out, this was actually a port key to the graveyard. So got to be careful touching that, but it looks pretty nice. It's just really big, which I know was big in the movie, but not that big. But we had those additional little pieces with this set as well. And let's start off with the Beauxbaton Carriage, which looks pretty nice. As I mentioned a few years ago, we already got a set that was much bigger, so we got a much bigger, more detailed carriage overall for that. And it came with at least 2 horses, or the Abraxan, that pull the carriage, so almost like Pegasus, just white horses with wings that pull it. But this time we only get one, which is fine. It carries off the look of it being pulled by the horses. But overall, we get pretty much similar design with a lot of gold and the light baby blue, but then also some of the maroon like red there thrown in at top. So we'll start with the front here, which looks pretty nice. Of course, we get the 4 gold wheels that allow the carriage to be pulled along the ground and stuff. And then we get a spot up here for the person to drive the carriage. So we just get the single spot there. And from like the picture on the box, it showed Fleur sitting in. Obviously, I doubt she flies the carriage, but that's what they had her in. And overall, just looks pretty nice with that little gold and blue designs on each of the sides. We get a window that can open and close in the back. And then we get little torches hanging off the side as well. And as we go to the side, we get windows so we can see inside of it. We get the door with the Beauxbaton logo on it. Nice little gold step up there to get into the carriage. And obviously, like the door operates, you can open and get the people in and out of it. And around to the back, going to look very similar to the front. The only difference is that it has a chest here in the back that, if we open up, has some teacups inside. So obviously, they can have tea when it's tea time. So we get that. And then we get the other side of the carriage that's going to match the other one. So it looks pretty similar. And again, with a door that operates. And if you want to get on the inside, we do have the top piece here, which has this nice like gold Lego piece, creating ornamentation on that with the red maroon color roof. But we can take that off and see down inside there as well, but with a mixture that we can take like Madame Maxime and put her down inside, so now she can be riding inside of the carriage. So that's pretty nice. Like I said, it's a smaller design. We've had bigger, more detailed versions, so we can always just use that set if we want. But overall, it's nice that they at least include it in case people missed that out from years ago, because it has been a little while. And overall, it carries out the look, so it looks nice and everything, and not a bad carriage, just a smaller, shrunk down version of what we've already had. And then we have the Durmstrang pirate ship, which overall looks pretty nice. This is a nice big ship. Obviously, it looks more like squat or like shrunk down, especially like lengthwise. It seems like it's, been squashed down together. But overall, it still looks pretty nice. It is really tall, like I said, especially with the mast. It goes up really high there. So it does take up a lot of space height-wise, which is pretty nice. It does make it feel like you're getting more for your money. Because like if you put it next to the Hogwarts Great Hall set that came out at the same time, it does, match the height of that, if not taller. So it does make it feel like you're getting more for your money out of them. But overall, looks pretty nice. Just a pirate ship design, of course, serving for Durmstrang, and looks pretty nice overall with the design. Mostly all brown, especially on the bottom. I don't know boat lingo or anything, so I don't really know how to say a lot of these pieces and stuff. But nice brown at the bottom with the darker brown going into more of the tan colors. So I like the transition from the brown to the tan, and then we start to get more into like the red colors or maroon up there. But it's weird that it has these little faces on the side. It's just kind of weird that they're positioned there with the faces. So we get that on each side. Of course, a lot's going to mirror each other there. We'll go to the front of the boat where we get like a little face here at the front, so some sort of creature had to put little eyepieces on it, but a mouth and stuff there. That sort of comes up and has obviously places where people can sit. And I'm not sure what's going on with this design. Like obviously if we see in the movie, and it does in real life, the boat, wants to travel far, can go underwater, so almost like a submarine. So it's kind of weird how it'd be designed, to keep water out of everywhere. But it also has all like these holy places and stuff, so I'm not sure what's going on. So we have some like red or the maroon color up here, and then all sorts, a little area where people could sit and everything with a piece that comes up to the front here. I would think that'd be like a mast design, but there's no sail attached to it, so not sure what that's all about. But we just have that point hanging out there. And then we start to go up to our mast, at least our first one here. So this one is just all white. Nice, pretty big mast design. It's obviously a fabric material on some Technic pieces that goes up top to a crow's nest up there. So again, hard to really get this all in the camera and focus, but we get a crow's nest that again from the picture showed like Krum standing up there so you can put any characters you want up there. And then we get all these little flags as well, so these yellow and red flags with each having a different design. So we get that design, just the alternating yellow and red stripes on this one. Then we go back to the next mask, which has this giant, almost like a phoenix or just some sort of bird creature on a double-headed creature with a nice big white mask there, again in that fabric material. And then we even have another little mask up top, another little flag design, just red with yellow in the center, and another crow's nest piece for people to stand. And then we get one in the back here as well. So this one's a smaller triangle mask that has another flag piece of just a red and yellow striped one there. So another mask, again, seeing it from the back side there. So we get the three masks that are pretty tall, and I like how these ones have like this like rope design stuff attached to them. So we get the ones for this middle one and then the two there for the front one. So that's a pretty nice design. But going back down to the actual ship, we get, of course, the area, like, I don't know what they call it, but the area where people all stand and stuff. So a nice open area where we can put all our characters in if we want. Now we do have these two pieces on the side, which is pretty annoying because I try to pick up the ship. This just happens to be where I tend to grab, so it pushes these in all the time, which is annoying. I wish they were there and like stayed mounted to the side because, you know, keeps out that nice rounded design of the boat. But it's just annoying that, like I said, every time I go to pick it up, that's where I grab, and it bends those in. And then we just have a nice little like post here that connects up to the sail, of course, going back into a room, which it has a chair. It'll, you know, show this to you and everything. But reading about the ship, it says that Karkaroff stays in this area most of the time, and the ship is all controlled by the students. So that sounds pretty weird. But then from here, since we're on this, we can go ahead and look down underneath. We get this little lid that can come off and show like a bedroom down in there. I'll hopefully I can show it to you. So we see a bed there to the side with a table that has a cup and then like a lantern or whatever there to the side on a blue little table. So just a little room design down in there, so we can have a little room for Viktor to hang out in if we want. But it's nice that's just sort of covered up by the deck of the boat. That's just this lid that covers it up. And then going back to the next area, like I said, there's a room down in here I'll show you. But then we have this area in the red that, again, don't know what it's for, because we have just all this area with all these holes and everything. I would assume they're supposed to be like rooms and stuff, and it was supposed to be more for scale like this, so, you know, be the size of the actual rooms if you see this ship in real life, you know, a huge ship. But this is just sort of kind of portraying the like rooms and windows and stuff would be my guess, but again, not sure what's going on with there. We do get some stickers on the side of like wood planking with some blue, so like as it transitions from the dark brown, the tan, into the blue, and then the maroon up top with the forged shield pieces with these different logos on each one. Don't know if they're supposed to represent anything, but they have those attached on there. And like I said, from here it's just hollow all the way through to there, so not a whole lot going in, just hollow space all through there. And I do like how they made it where this boat piece sort of like, you know, starts sitting at an angle with, I think it's called a rudder or whatever there at the back, you know, can move it. So if you want the boat to go from one side or the other, that can twist around. So they included that in there as well with some nice gold ornamentation. So some gold runs around there, and especially with these like stick pieces on the side as well. And then that just goes up again to the maroon. And then over here on the back, it does transition up to the gold. So we have these nice little gold like spire pointy pieces there going up to that last mast on the boat. So again, not a whole lot to it, just detail is all it is, but don't know what it's supposed to be or represent. It's just there to fill in the space and make the ship look bigger, I guess. And the last thing we can look at is the room. Now, I'm not sure how to get to the room. There is this little piece up here. We got to take these off, so I assume we can just unclip this and just move those to the side, and that'll allow us to get to the room much easier. And it's just a modular piece. We should be able just to grab onto this, yeah, and pull up, and it should reveal the room down inside here. So there we have our room. So it's pretty much got a chair for Karkaroff to sit in with a little table that has, you know, like a chicken or turkey leg and a cup there, so have some food. And then we do get a little jewel sitting up there as well. That'd be kind of hidden away. So just a little tiny room, again, just some place to put Karkaroff in. So not a whole lot to it, and, you know, see more of the designs that go into holding the ship together there with the Technic pieces. But yeah, just an interior little room, not a whole lot to it, nothing fancy or anything. But it's cool that it does have that hidden away in there. Otherwise, it would just be a big empty space. But it's nice that they did include that. But that's really all there is for the ship. Like, I wish there was more to it. Like, I wish there was more in the lower section, you know, like the room there for Viktor. I wish there was more rooms like for Karkaroff, like up in this area. I wish there was just more going on. We just have the two rooms and then like the deck area here. we can sit characters, and then up in like the crow's nest, that's really all there is, because everything else is like, too hard to get into. You could put people in here, but it's hard to, get them in there with your fingers and stuff. So you'd have to take the top off, get in position there, put this back on and everything. So it just doesn't seem to work out the easiest. It's like hard to really mess with or really do much of anything with. So it's a really nice model display. Looks like a nice pirate ship design and everything. It just, I wish there was more going on with this, but they had to fill in all this little design area with pieces and stuff instead of creating rooms or little areas. It's just, to fill in the look of the ship. So unfortunately, I wish there was more to it, more details, like I said, more rooms and stuff to put people in, but it is what it is. So unfortunately, we just give the very small areas to deal with, but it still carries off the look and looks nice overall. So it's hard to really complain too much about that. But that is it for the Triwizard Tournament, the Arrival set. Overall, like I said, pretty nice set. You do get, I feel, at least a lot for your money, especially getting the big pirate ship. I do feel that it's substantial enough. I just, like I said, wish there was more interior going on to it, but just for what it is, I feel it's pretty good for its money. And you also get the Beauxbaton carriage thrown in, which is nice. And like I said, all the 5 minifigures that I've never really had before, so that's nice as well, thrown in with the Goblet of Fire and the Triwizard Tournament Cup. So overall, I do feel this set is worth it, which makes it nice. So a nice set tad. Like I said, just the downside, I wish there was more interior to the pirate ship. But let me know what you thought of this set down in the comments, and if you enjoyed my review, let me know with that like, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button to see more. But I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all stay awesome out there, and I'll see you in our next review.